Hey there, it's Joe. Yeah, I'll figure out, may as well answer what did you buy Wednesday, because, hey, it's Wednesday and I bought something. Um, Bought this. Buddy of mine, Tim, messaged me at work today. Said, hey, Ollie's got some model kits in finally. So I was really busy, so I didn't go into detail asking which kits. So I stopped there after work and they had this. Now, even though I have this kit individually boxed in whatever decorations it is, I got this I've started on. I have a trailer or two or three for 24. I think it was 24.95. It wasn't a bad price for all two cars and the trailer, even though the car's a curbside and it's that kind of those generic altered wheelbase. It's still cool. Nice sheet of decals. I already deboxed those. It's a big sheet of decals. It's almost as long as the box, but you get a lot of decals. You got the Tim Boyd Racing and Writing. But yeah, got a few different decals there, so that came out pretty cool. Yeah, I was telling you about my week. My last video about how somebody hacked my debit card. I still think it's that little girl at the restaurant, but really have no way of proving that. The charge was Dick's Sporting Goods in PA. Now, whether she would have had to do it online or at least paid online and picked it up in the store. I don't think she could use my info, unless she pretended to have a card and entered it manually. But anyhow, or whoever did it, they did it from a PA location. So PNC couldn't do nothing until it was officially posted. And it should have been posted on Tuesday, but for some reason it wasn't. They didn't post till today, so I called them first thing this morning, and of course they give you the third degree. Did you do this? Did you? Oh God, come on, So they basically return your money to you, and they go ahead and investigate. And the money's kind of a credit and a loan, because if they feel it wasn't fraudulent, you still owe it, and they take that money back. I'm pretty sure they're going to find it wasn't me. This happened before, and they send you a letter in the mail saying they found you're innocent. Now, guess what? I understand it. They don't want people charging a bunch of shit and then saying, "Hey, I didn't charge that," and then get money back on something they actually bought. So, because people will do scummy things like that. So I just got to sit through it. But to top things off this week, I get home from work yesterday, and here in Youngstown, Ohio, as many areas, it's cold. It was probably, in the mid-teens when I got home from work. And I just was tired. I'm like, oh, good, I'm home. There's nothing to do. But a perfect day. I'm just going to fire up the air fryer, make something to eat, sit down, watch the news. I walk in the back door of the house into the kitchen, and I'm like, ooh, feels kind of cold in here. And I'm thinking, uh-oh, cold? First thing I do is I make sure, no windows are broken or something. Like maybe somebody didn't break in and, leave a door open or a window open. So I walk around downstairs, and I walk over to the thermostat, and it's 55 degrees in the house. Furnace ain't running. I'm like, no, 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 no. For one thing, I got $8 in the bank and no money on me. I can't even call somebody out right now. I'm like, sure, I could call my landlord and probably have him pay. But, I did contact him just to let him know the furnace wasn't working. But he must have been busy. He didn't text me back. I called, texted, and Facebook Messengered his buddy who did the heating and AC install here and has been here before a few years ago to have it checked. I messaged him and everything, called him, left a voicemail, and then I called another friend of mine while I messaged him. He's no longer doing heating and cooling, but he used to. He's doing school maintenance now or something, but he still knows about this crap. So I have all this out feelers out to people. I went down the basement and I knew kind of what to look for because my buddy Chris showed me one of the things it does. So right away I took the flame sensor out, cleaned it. It wasn't that carboned up or nothing, but I cleaned it anyhow. Put it back in. It made weird noises and stuff. It didn't even try to start. I tapped it on the side. I smacked it one time, and all of a sudden I heard the draft motor kick on and start coming up to speed, and then it let the flame go, and I'm like, okay, well, the fan should kick on here pretty soon, and it flamed and flamed and flamed and flamed and flamed and shut off. And the diagnostic light was telling me that one of the limit switches was bad. So I messed around with a couple of things. I got on YouTube and found a video, and I started taking the one limit switch out to look at it, and that's right when another guy named Joe, the guy that did the heating and cooling in this place, he calls me right when I'm doing this. He goes, well, you may want to check the limit switch. It's under this and next to that. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So I took it out, looked at it. Yeah, it's a little dirty, but it's not bad. So I kind of tapped it, blew on it, and stuck it back in. And he goes, would you look at this and look at that? I said, yeah. I said, well, it's also doing this. It's kind of rusty inside of it. I think there's been water coming down the chimney and getting into it. It makes weird noises when the one fan motor does run, the draft motor. I'm like, oh, okay. So he explains a few other things to me, and in the meantime, I tell him what's happening with the diagnostic lights and the sounds. He goes, well, that could be the motherboard. I said, oh, that ain't cheap. Great, And then I kind of just took my finger and I flicked, like that, flicked on the motherboard a couple times. And then I put the one lower panel back in. Because I reached in and I spun the main motor. I could feel it. I said, I wonder if the capacitor is bad. It's just not starting. And so I put the lower panel back on that presses that little safety switch. And all of a sudden, the main fan kicks on. He goes, well, that's good. It's cooling it down because it overheated. That's why the flames are shutting off. Because it's overheating because the fan ain't kicking on. He goes, well, it could be the fan motor. Well, I said, well, we know it ain't the fan motor totally because it's running now. And it started running, it got up to speed, and all of a sudden the burner kicked on, and it's been running since, literally. I was at work all day, so it may have shut down a couple times during the day, because I had it set for 69 degrees, and when I left for work this morning, it was only 67. It's lagging behind when it gets this cold. It can't keep up. So he's probably going to have it replaced. Because he talked to his buddy and Joe, and so it's probably going to get replaced. But Joe's coming out tomorrow after work just to give it a quick servicing, just to see if maybe he can preserve it a little bit longer, make sure it's okay. And but then this weekend they're going to talk about putting a new one in there, so that'd be nice. But so yeah, I had to deal with that. So even once I got it running, which was by now, I want to say 7:30, 7:40ish. The house is down to 54. Now, the funny thing is, when it's been 85, 70, even, 75, somewhere in there during the day, and it drops down to 55 at night, that's beautiful. You sleep with the windows open, it's comfortable. You go outside, you might put a light sweatshirt or a flannel shirt on at the most. 55 feels nice. But when it's like 4 degrees outside, 55 don't feel nice. So I'm walking around the rest of the evening. After I got it running, I put an extra jacket on in the house, and it took until 9 p.m. until it even got to 65, and then it dropped back to 64 for a little bit because, of course, it's getting even colder outside. And then it went back to 66 right before bed because I had it set for 68 overnight, and so anyhow, that's it. I woke up this morning; it was still running. And it was running when I got home from work. I was really nervous it wouldn't be, and I'd have to go smack it around again and try to get it going. But anyhow, yeah, that's my what did you buy Wednesday. So even though I didn't technically need it, I bought it. If anything, I have an extra trailer, and I got 2 cars I could do something with. Or I'll sell them or make slot car bodies out of them, whatever. And, working on a few things. This is my van build. I can't remember who it's for right now. I have it written down here somewhere, but yeah, this is my van builder here. Who is this for? Damn it. Hold on. This is for, I think it's DMGV Doug. DMGV headquarters, the van build. This is due in August. But I'm making quite some progress on it. I used the decals from the new, reissued, whatever it is, that custom, what's that? The Cherry Pie Rod? Yeah, the Pie Wagon. The Atlantis version. Because they give you these extra decals, so I use the Mama's Pizza Pie decals. Right there. And I did a fade of metallic blacks, charcoal, then I did a transparent orange over silver, and I painted the roof just an off-white. I got some clear orange pearl. It's going to go over top of pretty much everything. And mainly on the roof, and then the rest of it will get a glossy clear too. But I put these decals from the kit on here just to spice it up a little bit. So that's being worked on. And this is the small scale group build. It's just, this isn't glued on, this comes off. I got to build the rest of the chassis and engine yet, but I got the body painted up. The decals kind of tore a little bit, but it's going to be okay. I went with the moon decals and some striping. So it's basically going to be mostly yellow and black, but the engine, a little bit of red on the engine, silver and black and gold and colors like that. And, you know, I got to do the, whatchamacallit, the wing. You know, it'll be up on that little pedestal like that. So, yeah, I've been messing with that a little bit. But last night, like I said, I did the oh, God, here comes the sneeze. I did the decals on the van, and that was about it. So, anyhow, I'm going to go get cleaned up for after work here. I came home and ate dinner, and I'm going to mess with more of this stuff and clean some of this pigsty up down here. Getting messy again already. And I'll probably just chill and try to get to bed earlier. Excuse me. Because I didn't get to bed till later last night because it took forever to get the house warm again. Even though the upstairs technically is warmer, I wanted to make sure the furnace wasn't going to cut off, you know, right away. But I don't think it honestly ever shut off at all. So I even told, you know, Bill, he's like, yeah, that thing, well, it's almost 30 years old. And I was talking to Joe, the furnace guy, and he goes, I said, well, what's the lifespan on them anyhow? He goes, yeah, probably about 20, 25 years. And it's probably reaching the end of its life, you know, and he goes, how's the essential air working? Because, you know, he put that in too with it. I said, that, knock on wood, dude. I said, it's been working good the past several years, and I mean, I run the hell out of it. I hardly ever shut it off when it's muggy and warm out. But the furnace sounds like it's getting on its last leg. You know, it's straining to keep up with this old house. It probably wouldn't hurt if this place was insulated better and all that. And it'd probably help a lot. But maybe a nice new furnace will help too. But, okay. But anyhow, yeah, looks like I killed about 14 minutes of your time already. Yeah, I'm going to sit here and watch a few videos and work on a few other things. And, I believe that's about it. Deuce is in here with me, being a pain in the butt. Because that's what Deuce does. In fact, hold on. He's just dying to say hi to everybody. Deuce. There he is. Come on, Deuce. Come on. Come on. Well, come on. Come on. There you go. Say hi to the people. Say hi to your millions and millions and millions of adoring fans. Okay, you don't have that many, but you think you do, huh? I know, you're like, give me attention. He's such a goofball. Okay, well, hey, that's my, what did I buy Wednesday? And I think it's put on by Joe over at Big Sky Modeling. And yeah, figured since I actually bought something on Wednesday, I'd do this. And because I went and got a new whatchamacallit, debit card made this morning at the bank during my lunch hour, because they had to cancel the old one, which I definitely wanted them to do, because I don't want my paycheck to go in there tomorrow morning and somebody to suck it right back out of there. So that's it. And there's the deuce. And well, hey, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go get some stuff done, and I'll talk to you all later. Thanks for watching. Well, there he is. Bye bye.